Hey, it's George. It is Thursday afternoon. Doesn't really matter. And I'm going to do some vinyl finds. I'm going to show some non-record stuff first, and then I'm going to show the records I've got. I've got a pretty good stack. Some of them not sure if I'm going to keep. A lot of them are eBay scores that no one bid on. But anyway, I'll show non-record stuff first. Since it's music related, though, I just thought I'd show this because I was really excited about it. I received a couple late birthday presents, and one of them was really, really awesome. It was from my guitar teacher, Bill, and he gave me this. I do have my mom's Rat pedal that she got in the 80s, and it's broke, and he kind of told me it's keep it because it's cool, but it's not worth fixing. So he got me this, which it was a super, super kind gift. So yeah, I don't think he'll see this, but thanks, Bill. And then I got also, I'm not going to show it because it's kind of hard. It's from a friend of the family, Tom. If you can see, I have this Peaches crate here. For 45s, that's which is really cool. He gave me, it's down there. It's down there holding some posters. You can't see it, but it's an original full-size Peaches crate, which is very, very nice of him. So it just surprises me how nice people are sometimes, I guess. But there's been some flea markets and a lot of garage sales and stuff. So I found a few things. These things aren't from there, but I thought I'd show these. I got some cool patches, old patches. Don't Eat the Yellow Snow. And this one is really cool. These are eyeballs. And this is from a flea market, but it was pretty cheap considering, I'll just say this was $20. And if you look on what they've sold for on eBay, kind of astonishing I got this for this cheap. It's the Weirdos board game. This is from 1964. I just thought this was so cool. I really like Weirdo stuff. I think I've showed some Weirdo stuff before on here, maybe. Yeah, I have that Weirdos record I've shown, but it comes with, it has the board, all the pieces, and the little spin thing. So, like I said, it was a really, really, really great deal. I mean, I'm not trying to be braggadocious, but just, if you're doubting me, just look on eBay and look at the sold listings of them, because I would never pay that much for one of these. So I was really happy to get this. Just awesome art. So yeah. Anyway, now for the records. I did another purge of stuff. I'm going to be selling at a flea market this weekend. So selling records. But I've made some room. I'm hopefully going to make some money. But I did went to the record store. This was maybe a week ago, and found 3 records. And the first one, I was looking through the new arrivals, and I found this. And I had never heard the boys before, but I know that Ryan Kidd loves this band, and everything he plays on his channel's great. So I thought, oh, I really need to pick this up. And, oh my God, this is amazing. First time I listened to it, I wasn't super into it, and then I played it again, and it's just amazing. Sick on You, Tumble With Me, Tonight, So Depressing, the other songs. They're kind of hard to read for me on the back. Turning Gray is amazing. No Money, and that's just all on the first side. This is a 94 reissue on Get Back Records. It has 2 bonus tracks. one of which I think is Turning Gray is one of the bonus tracks. But this was really, really, really super cheap. I could not believe how cheap it was. And I'm really, really happy to discover, I guess not discover, but finally listen to and finally appreciate this band, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So yeah, I was astonished with how good this was. So The Boys, I think it's just called The Boys by The Boys. And the second one I got at this record store was The Clash, Give Me Enough Rope. I don't know if I've talked about it before on here. I'm not into The Clash. But I did know one song of this album, and it's my favorite Clash song, and that's Tommy Gun. And that song is amazing. And honestly, nothing on this album gets as good as how good Tommy Gun is. But it is a good record. This is a pressing reissue from the 80s, so it's not on that cool original Epic label. It's on kind of the lamer one. But I'll give this a few more listens. But honestly, if it's the kind of thing I'm never going to listen to again, which it may not be, I may just not be into The Clash, I'm going to sell it. I don't have space to keep something I'm not ever going to listen to. But I do love this cover as well. So yeah, I'll give it a few more. I've listened to it, I don't know, 2 or 3 times. I'll give it a few more listens, and then if nothing else on this album really catches me, I'm gonna have to, pass it on to someone else. So yeah. And this record store has a couple different kinds of bins. They have a $5 bin and a $1 bin, and then just the regularly priced bins. And so right before I bought those two from the store, I looked through the $5 bin, and he ended up just giving me this one. And this one I bought. I didn't really buy it. It was just free, I guess. It's hilarious. I kind of love it. That's Telly Savalas. I think this is his first album. This is from '74. This is just hilarious. It's just great. It's kind of, it's kind of a Leonard Nimoy type thing. He can't really sing, but he tries real hard, and it's pretty funny. And along with the patches that I showed you, I was saving it for now. I got a little Kojak patch that says, Kojak, you're beautiful, and it's a sucker. So anyway, it's just funny. It's entertaining. It's the kind of thing I will play again because it's so funny, So yeah, Telly Savalas. This one was from, I think this one was from Garage Sale. And that's The Haunted House, Chilling Sounds. This is a Disney record. I have this copy. See, this is the record collector sickness in me, I guess. I have this copy. This is a 74 pressing. This is a reissue. This is the original 69 issue. 69, 68, something like that. It has this really cool sticker that I've never seen before. A must for your Halloween party. It has some of the shrink. It has the price sticker. And I just love these kind of haunted house records. And it's on that nice Disneyland label. So yeah. I don't know if people on here will find that interesting, but I think it's cool. And then these next ones are ones I ordered 3 weeks ago now, that I bid on. And most of these, no one really bid on. It's a seller on eBay, and they had a bunch of punk and new wave. And the 3 records I went there to actually get, I did not. They had Buzzcock's first album, Public Image Limited's first album, and Captain Sensible's first solo album. And I got outbid on all those. That first Pill album has eluded me several times now. I think that's the 3rd or 4th time it seemed to just slip out of my hands. I have it on CD, but I'd like to have it on vinyl. Anyway, so most of these, I don't think I paid more than $10 for most of these, if not less. This first one was one I was really happy to have. This is Billy Bragg's first album. Life's a Riot with Spy vs. Spy. This is a perfect album. This is, honestly, I think this is, from 83? This is probably my favorite album that year. It only has, I think, 7 songs, but they're just all great. Milkman of Human Kindness, To Have and Have Not. Richard, A New England. Man in the Iron Mask is amazing. The Busy Girl Buys Beauty, which is probably my least favorite, but it's still great. And Lover's Town Revisited, and it's on that nice, cool utility label. This was designed by Barney Bubbles, who did a lot of the Stiff Records album covers and Radar Records, F-Beat, and then I think he passed away in 84, so not too long after this record. But I just love this record. It's just amazing. His best album. There's songs on other albums that are great, but I don't think he ever got to this level of consistency again. And frankly, I think after Wilco just ruined him for me. But I love Billy Bragg, so yeah, it's a great album. This next one is somewhat of an obscure record on Stiff. I believe this guy was... I think he was in Eddie and the Hot Rods for a time, and that's Lou Lewis Reformer. This is something weird, like a Belgian pressing on that Stiff, and this is a great kind of punk and roll, pub rock, little Dr. Feelgoody at times. Probably the best 2 songs on here are Please Mr. Bartender and Lucky 7, but they're all good. I've been after this album for a while, and so I was happy to finally get a copy. This is an awesome record. This next record, after listening to it once, I'd already heard a couple songs I liked just on streaming. I may resell this. I wasn't super into it, to be honest. And that's Chelsea. I believe this is a compilation. This is a promo copy. It is a promo copy. And this was very cheap. And it's on, I can't remember what this label's called. But there was some good songs. A lot of songs just didn't really stick with me. Like Urban Kids was great. Look at the Outside was great. None of them really, other than that, stuck with me, to be honest with you. So this may get kicked out in a purge. Who knows? But yeah, I know some people love Chelsea. I think it was in Henry Rollins' Get in the Van. He talked about, I think they opened for Chelsea when they toured England, and the lead singer dude, kicked Henry Rollins while he was sleeping, while he was trying to take a nap, and then told his fans to go beat up the Jam fans across the street when their show got out. And then Henry Rollins saw him a couple years later, and I think the story, I could be wrong about all this, I think this is right. The singer from Chelsea was drunk, and Henry Rollins started muttering with his friend, should we kill him? And I guess he took him seriously and got out of there. So, I don't know, I'm just not the biggest fan of his vocal style. But who knows, I'll give it a few more listens, and we'll see. This next one is really cool. I just showed one of his records in my recent listens, and this is a Klaus Nomi 12-inch of Ding Dong. He does a cover of Ding Dong, The Witch is Dead. And then the B-side is, I believe, a live cover of song Samson and Delilah, which isn't on any of his studio albums. It is on the Encore compilation. So it has some advertisements on the back. Like I talked about in my last video, I love Klaus Nomi. I really think more people should be into Klaus Nomi. I've always kind of wondered, this is on RCA. I think this is like a French comp or something. These are all British, not U.S. pressings, by the way, which was surprising because the seller was a U.S. seller. I think the story was they were all from some DJ who bought a lot of imports. But I've always kind of wondered, since this was on RCA, and Klaus Nomi was first record on RCA was in was it 82, and Bowie's last album was in 80 with Scary Monsters, and they jumped to EMI for Let's Dance and Tonight and Never Let Me Down. And so I've kind of wondered, Klaus Nomi has a similar avant-garde strangeness, off-kilter funk to some of his stuff that Bowie has. And Bowie had a lot to do with his up-and-coming days as an artist in New York. And so I've kind of always wondered if RCA signed Klaus Nomi as a Bowie replacement, thinking that, this will be our new weird artist. You know what I mean? I don't know if that makes sense. It's just a thought. I don't have any research to back it up. Just something I've thought about. But 2 cool songs. Really cool 12-inch. So yeah. The next 2 were very, very cheap. These were both, I think, $5 because no one bid on them. And 2 records by the same artist. That's Ian Dury. This is Laughter, which features Wilco Johnson on guitar. Promo copy. And this is great. Superman's Big Sister is great. Dance of the Crackpots was good. Hey Hey Take Me Away. Manic Depression was great. So this is a really cool record. I don't know if it's as good as Do It Yourself, and certainly not as good as New Boots and Panties. But it is cool to have. I'm glad to have more Ian Dury. And this record was his, I think, kind of his comeback record. That was on Stiff. This is on Polydor. And this, I think the most well-known song off this is Spasticus Autisticus, which he got some flack for. I think it's a great song musically. I don't particularly have any opinions on it lyric-wise, as I'm not autistic or anything. I don't see why it would be... I can see why it would be offensive, but there's a whole story behind it that I read that I'm not going to go into, that you can read if you're actually interested. This record was okay. I wasn't super into it. I'll give it a few more listens. I'll probably just keep it because I like Ian Dury so much. But yeah. And the last record was a record I've been looking for a while. And that is one I'm really happy to have. 10-inch. Reckless Eric. Self-titled. This is on Stiff, on brown wax. It has a cool custom label as well, if I can get it out of here, which I may not be able to, but let's see. Oh, there we go. Cool custom label, and this album is awesome. Obviously, Reconnaissance Cherie, I'm probably not saying that right. The French song that he does. Waxworks is great. Grown Ups is awesome. Rough Kids on side 2, which was written by it says on here somewhere, I think, yeah, Rough Kids, written by Ian Dury and Russell Hardy, and that's a great song. Personal Hygiene is great. Brain Thieves, There Isn't Anything Else, just a great, I think technically an album, but very cool. Produced by Larry Wallace, who had some solo stuff on Stiff and was in Pink Fairies, and I believe a founding member of Motorhead. But yeah, this is cool to have. So yeah, but that's it. like I said, I've purged quite a few records recently. I don't know if anyone would be interested in me doing a video of what I've purged, just so you can see how I think when I'm getting rid of stuff. It'd probably be boring, but tell me if you're interested. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.